Today, Ireland is in the process of completely reinventing itself as a nation. They have no choice. Their banking system is in complete turmoil. Their banking deficit is 30% of GDP. And in order for their economy to survive in any way, it had to receive a bailout from the European Union. Actually, it's more like Ireland had to receive a bailout in order for the whole European economy to survive. Ireland, as a nation, is a systemic risk to the entire European Union. It's a complete mess. So who's to blame? Earlier in the week, I pinned the blame on an out-of-control banking sector that took too many risks and ran that country to the ground. Then they got off scot-free with a bailout, kind of like what happened in the U.S. 2 years ago. But today, thanks to a report by Think Progress, I want to also condemn a certain political ideology. These guys. Check out what prominent conservative think tanks and politicians had to say about the way the old Irish were doing business. Back in 2002, the Heritage Foundation, pretty much the policy-writing wing of the Republican Party, said this: Ireland already has shown that tax cuts are a recipe for prosperity. Thanks to Reagan-style tax rate reductions, including a corporate income tax rate of just 10%, Ireland has become the Celtic Tiger and is now the European Union's second richest country. And again in 2006, the Heritage Foundation. While economic success over the past 15 years can be ascribed to a range of domestic and international factors, it was not a fluke. Ireland has long had and intends to sustain low tax rates to attract investment. The Cato Institute, another conservative wonk group, back in 2007 said this: the key to Ireland's success has been its excellent tax climate for business. Ireland established one of the lowest rates in the world, just 1/3 of the U.S. rate. Low business tax rates have helped Ireland attract huge inflows of foreign investment. And in 2007, the conservative American Enterprise Institute had this to say: the real credit belongs to Irish fiscal policy. Beginning in the late 1980s, successive Irish governments pursued vital spending cuts and tax relief, which have made it a magnet for powerhouse firms, end quote. In 2008, GOP icon Sean Hannity, in an interview with Senator John McCain: you were right about Ireland's tax rates. They did lower tax rates on businesses, and it's been a big economic boom for them. And finally, potential GOP presidential hopeful Mitt Romney in 2008 said, quote, you take a nation like Ireland, for instance, they cut their tax rate. I believe it's less than half the tax rate in most of the other European nations. And they have moved from a basket case economy to a booming economy. Well, now that booming Irish economy has collapsed into a festering mess of debt, unemployment, and social chaos, all thanks to those very same policies touted by Republicans. So from now on, whenever you hear these guys calling for deregulation and corporate tax cuts, as they do practically every single day, just look at how well it worked out for Ireland. And look how well it worked 2 years ago here in the United States. It's all pretty simple. They just don't know a damn thing about economics. And they really and truly don't. I mean, it's truly a profound and deep problem here in the United States.